Dark Shadows, Season 11 of Bobble. How have we done this? We're 11 seasons already. Here we are for kickoff as well. Adex looking to bounce it all the way downfield. Winter's going to try and get for an easy block on this, but if he's not careful, he might end up pinching it in towards his own goal. Changing it to go straight down now, changing again. Unsure about where the best block would be, going to use the red card for safety. Now he's going to look to try and shoot this off this bottom wall. Right now it is going to go undefended. Hawk's looking to try and go back, bouncing off the bottom wall. See if he can get the read, but instead... Okay, he nearly ends up putting it in his own net, Adex. It's still that bottom post, but it is saved in the end. And a save is a save no matter how it happens, so it's fine. Now looking to bump Winter away. He's looking to just challenge this ball. A very unthreatening position to both teams right now. Winter now looking to try and bounce off his bottom wall. Get a shot through. Not going to go. Gets blocked. Adex behind the ball. Can't do much with it though. Winter's still in the way. A potential clear. Hawk looking to dive down in case something happens, and it's probably going to just bump Adex himself now. Might end up just putting him in a much worse position. Instead, he's going to get rammed into the bumper. Adex now on the top side of the ball. You get a clear and stop anything which comes through by Miko, but Miko's going to look for a bump instead. Billingate's got a completely free item here on top side. Adex now looking to try and get this ball away. Going to hit down straight into Miko. Goes back up low for Billion-Gape. And he hits it off the bottom post. Nearly a 5-turn opener there for the Dark Shadows. We're going to look to both go straight for the ball here. See if they can pinch each other. Get some extra speed to get past these bumpers. Adex one looking for a bump. Hawk looking to try and clear this way off his own post. Adex going to go in and out in case it still sneaks through. It's still not in there for the Shadows. It's hit away. Down towards this bottom camp, but it goes top instead. Adex looking to get it, I believe, though. Might be slightly closer here, so Piggy might get an item. Hawk looking to get a bump in case Winter goes for the ball, but he's not going to get it. As Winter's not going for that ball at all, he's going for the top item, but instead Piggy do actually end up getting the item. However, they might have the item, but they've completely given up any positional ability on defense. They've left Hawk back by himself. Billion-Gape's going to get a bump on him. Going to go for a shot on the bottom side as well. It's going to sneak through top post. No one's in the way to save it. It's going to be a 1-goal advantage here for the Dark Shadows instantly. They just sent out all their defenders to make sure they can try and get the first item of the game. They did get it, but was it worth getting a beach ball if you're gonna concede the goal? We're gonna look to try and do the beach ball kickoff here to see if we can get a goal straight back. However, right now, Billion-Gape's just going straight towards the ball. They're gonna counter this beach ball kickoff. Ramp being used as well. No idea why you're burning ramp there, though, for the Shadows. You're only 1 goal into this game. You can just keep it. Nothing's stopping you from just keeping that ramp. You can use it in a much better situation where you can get a much more guaranteed goal. Instead, they're using it on that kickoff. Winter's going to try and pass it up here by Billion-Gape. Adex was reading it, but he's changed his mind. He's going to go for the item camp instead. The pass is completely scuffed here by the Shadows. I believe Piggy would get this bottom item. However, left side advantage might have something to say about that. Adex was originally going for the shot, now looking to go for a block instead. He's going to go back to shooting it. Winter's going to tap it upwards though. Is Adex back Bobble going to be able to put it in, or is Billion-Gape's back one going to force a save? It's actually neither of them. Ball's going to stop top left. Adex now looking to go for a shot again, potentially passing it off the back wall for a teammate. Billion-Gape's going to get some minor contact on this potentially here. We're just going to send this into the bumper. Adex now going for a slow play, which is a much better position to be in at this moment of time. Completely conceding the top camp here. That is going to go straight to the Shadows. Now Adex looking to go for a shot. Bill and Gabe's also looking to try and clear this away. However, right now, it's going to end up being pinched. It's going to go straight down. There's always a risk here that this could go an even net, but there's a wall and a beach ball being used. Wall by the Shadows. Beach ball by Piggy. It bounces off the back wall, bounces off of Bill and Gabe's blunder, and it's going to go past the line. We get an equalizing goal here for Piggy and Pink. As Bill and Gabe's other bobble gets completely rocketed off that bottom left bumper as well by Winter. We're back to 1-all square. But a boost in hand here by Miko to try and potentially get something off straight off kickoff. May look to save it for later though, because it's only a 1-all right now. We have to get 3 to win, so you may as well save it until you really need it. Hawk looking to defend if they hit the ball up, but Winter might get a block here on him. Doesn't get it. A back pass looking to try and score. Take the lead straight back. Don't get it. But Bill and Gabe is in a good position to potentially try and shoot this ball, but Hawk and Adex are going to drop straight back, looking to try and make the save in case the shot does come through. Now Hawk looking to go double on the item. Bill and Gabe no longer shooting it. Even if he did shoot, there was the opportunity there that would just go straight round and potentially in for a leading goal. Bill and Gabe now having to decide here who is more worthy of bumping. He's going to look to bump his bottom Hawk. Doesn't believe top 8x is much of a threat. Winter's back ball is going to cover it anyways in case a shot comes through. But he gets bumped off this top wall, heading this ball downfield back towards the center area. Hawk's in the area as well. Bill and Gabe considering going just straight back, because I don't believe he's fully inside the item here to take it. He's not careful, he doesn't go into it. Adex might get it. Ghost being used. He's going to go through, but he just doesn't get the read. Hawk hits it up. If he goes full power there, that would be a goal. But he's gone slow instead. If you're going to use a Ghost to make an aggressive play, you may as well get there with some pace. He's not done that. Winter being forced to sit behind the ball here. There's 2 bobbles in the area here for Piggy to try and make an offensive attack. And Hawk gets a bump on Winter, but Bill and Gabe's in that top camp area as well to get a bump on Adex if Adex were to shoot. The Shadows aren't opting to play defensively here, but opting to try and play attacking. Originally were looking to pass it down for each other. No longer going for it, going for a bump on Adex. Winter's going to try and hit this ball. It's going on target, but I believe that was Adex who got in the way. But he got in the way, but it's not going to save them, because no one is behind the ball for Piggy. Miko's there with a completely free shot. All he has to do now is not be bad at the game. Unfortunately, that's synonymous with Miko. But he is going to get the tap in to shoot this straight into the middle of the net. To take it the 2-1 lead, take the goal advantage straight back. They still do have a boost in hand. They may potentially look to try and just end this game 1 off instantly by using a boost on kickoff. We'll instantly see here they are all going towards the ball. This is going to be a boost kickoff here. As Piggy look to try and do beach ball again. However, the beach ball might end up ordering this and it might end up working for them. It chips over the entirety of the Shadows, and somehow, someway, it's a 2-all equal game again. From the jaws of victory, the Shadows have somehow managed to concede on the kickoff. Both of the Piggy kickoffs from there have been both beach ball kickoffs. It's been the only items they've been picking up all game. And it's somehow worked out on the second time here. By countering a boost. We're looking to just completely shoot this straight. We're maybe looking to use a goo on kickoff. We're going to look to try and take it themselves, but it's going to be a slow play kickoff and a yellow card being used anyway here by the Shadows. And even then, that goo is a terrible goo. The entire point of that kickoff is to place it on top side or bottom side so it stops the ball and you can shoot through the center. But you completely blocked that yourself. by doing yourself, try to rotate it and then move your play to shoot it towards the top ball instead, just to make any sort of contact. Burlingame getting a free item as well from Matt. And now Piggy and Ping have no items at all. Wasting on the kickoff, got greedy. Just like Shadows did on the previous kickoff. And it backfired. Hawk now looking to try and ram this into the bumper. See if he can spin it in. Burlingame and Winter going to try and stop this on the back line. Adex going to charge up into the corner as well to see it through. Does come off the bumper. Not in a great position here, though. Adex might look to try and just go to dive here. He is going to look for that dive. His back one. Looking for it. Realistically, Burlingame here. Your best thing to do is just go on the left side of the ball to stop in case Adex just shoots it straight at it. Bump doesn't come through. Hawk was putting it in. But Adex saved his own teammate's shot. It would have been the game winner there. But you've saved it. Your own shot. And now Burlingame's looking to get the bumps. Ghost being used as well. Allowing Burlingame to hit downfield. But it's not enough power at all. And even if it was enough power, Miko is saving it. As back-to-back team saves. Saves their own teammate shots. In back-to-back turns. Now he's looking to go slow. Get behind the ball to shoot ready for next turn. Hawk's going to go back into the net instead of up and just slam this ball. Winter's going to look to try and get the item. In fact, doesn't get it instead. He wasn't inside the item at all, so it's completely open and was going to spawn next turn anyway. Miko's going to look for a shot as the entirety of Piggy's going to look to go straight at the ball. Now Adex is going to go in and out. Hawk's going to end up pinching this down towards the bumper, but Burlingame's trying to read that. Big head being used on Hawk, but is it going to be enough to make the save? It is. It slams straight into that bottom post. Now Hawk's going to look to try and get there as well to bounce this ball back into some sort of play. Get it off the wall so it can actually be playable from it. Hawk's going to bump Burlingame away, comes off around that bottom bumper. Burlingame's still behind it, though, can look for an off-wall shot as his other Bobble and Winter look to get bumps to try and seal a 3-2 victory here. They're leaving the bottom camp completely open for Shadows to take here, as they have to try and play defensive. But is it going to be enough? It's going to come off Burlingame. That's going to spawn bottom anyway, so Shadows are still going to get it. Burlingame could look for a shot here by bouncing himself off the back of the bottom wall here. But he's not going to go for it. He's going to play slow instead. As Hawk's going to try and dive out in case a shot does come through. Doesn't come through. But he is behind the ball now with his other Bobble to try and get this cleared downfield and out of their own threatening area. Burlingame going slow to try and stop it. Adex is going to ram straight in the ball. This might end up pinching the ball upwards towards midfield. Like it's going to just keep it down low though instead. As there's two Bubbles there to force it down. There'll be yet another item though. For the Shadows. Adex and Hawk both committing on the ball. Miko's going to look to try and get a bump on Adex. He's going to likely get bumped straight into Hawk. Yellow card being used here. They do have a goal swap as well. They're probably going to use it because they can get a bump on Adex. They can get a bump from a top Hawk. All that's left is Burlingame to shoot it. There's the goal swap being used. He's going to look to try and bump Burlingame, but he's not going to get the bump. Unless a miracle occurs here. They're relying on Burlingame not having the power to put it in. Oh, and he absolutely doesn't. He's completely skied it. And now Adex has got an open net to tap it into. But Miko has a ramp. He's going to have to use it here. How have you thrown that so badly? And there's the ramp coming through. Hawk's trying to read it in case. It's going to rocket straight off instead. That might have been going in somehow if Burlingame wasn't there. What on earth are we seeing in this series here? We've had 4 shots being saved by our own teammates, and then 2 shots who have been way too slow to score by the Shadows. It's Billingate both times. Winter looking to force bottom camp. It's not even an item turn here. It's going towards the ball. Hawk's going to try and force us downfield. As Miko's going to look to try and smother it and keep it down towards his bottom side. He might either keep the ball stationary, but if he mistouches it even the slightest, it's going to pinch all the way up to midfield. Hawk might get bumped back into the ball. Here he does. Billingate takes possession. Adex and Hawk, bottom side, going to look to try and get any sort of contact on the ball potentially here, as Miko's going to look to try and ram them away in case they don't. They're both going to look to try and go back. Hawk's going to go. Adex is going to go back. Billingate's going to stick behind the ball already. Big bumper's being used in case a shot does come through. They're going to free clear off. Nothing happens at all. In fact, everyone's now on defense or attack, apart from Miko, who's on top camp. Billingate's bottom side Bobble looking to get the bump on Adex to stop him, because he is the most threatening player in this position. We're just going to tap it straight into Hawk. Adex has now got 2 bubbles behind the ball. No ramp. If he had a ramp, this would be the end of the game. Billingate's going to just look to go full. Adex is going to look to get bumped by Billingate. Billingate might potentially have a bump, but top Hawk is still there when loading screen. Please don't block a goal here somehow. Okay, it doesn't. It comes off the bottom bumper straight up in possession of Adex there. Will Piggy look to go for a bumper pass play? They're not going to. They're going to look just clear it downfield. It's going to go towards item camp. Completely giving away possession for no reason at all here, like. Adex is going to try and bump Winter. Does not really block him at all. Now Shadows have the ball in their possession on the top side of the field instead of the bottom. Hawk looking to be bumped by Winter's Bobble here. Going to potentially block the back 8x2 as Miko's going to look try and throw this ball downfield as Billingate slow playing. Billingate going into net out of safety in case an item was to be used, but they don't have one at all. Billingate and the Shadows looking to just play this ball slow. No need to shoot. They've got no position too. They can't really shoot it, and if they do, it can just get blocked downfield. Gonna go 2 on top camp, 1 on bottom. Bottom camp completely left open here. And is this a chance now for the Shadows to end this game? No Name has a boost. Miko's gonna get. If they wanted to, they could just place it in front of Adex and shoot it. They're not gonna. They're gonna look to keep playing it slow. Winter's gonna recycle, go back into net as the back Billingate's gonna go back forwards in case. And now this is a much better position to try and do something. If they wanted to right now, they could go for a block on Hawk, bump him, let Billingate shoot, and place a boost right rid of his Adex and Hawk bubbles, and that would be game. They're not going to though. We're going to look for a block on Adex instead, and there's a boost being used. This could just be it. If it doesn't bounce in now, he doesn't get it. And that's going to be game. A 3-2 victory for the Shadows, as Hawk can't make the react to stop his momentum to make the save. Back with game 2 of Piggy and Pink versus the Dark Shadow. Shadow's now on the right side. The Ethan can try and get a free top item here. Look into a back pass play. Top side. It's not going to come through, but they do get the ball in a decent position. At least not backfired completely on them. They'll look to get the ball further downfield by just going straight at the ball. Even Hawk's slow play won't stop the ball fully. As the other 3 balls are going to look just go to camps. If they can get a ball, the items, because items are much harder to get on right side here. Billingate is going to win it out. Look to get this bottom on. As Miko's going to look to try and go full power. See if he can sneak a shot through. So is Billingate. Hawk's going to stay slow. Gonna go follow up as well. The back one. It's going to be enough. Or is a shot going to... Yeah, no, not really. They've ended up bumping each other there. Now Hawk Instead, can look to try and get a shot, and Adex is going to look to try and get a bump on Winter. That bump by Miko's not going to come through on time here. Winter's going to look to go slow. Try and stop the ball in its tracks, and it does just enough to stop it. Miko's going to get top item here as well. Winter's going to look to try and clear it in the bump. They do have big bumper in hand, so it might be looking to use it here. Will Adex end up making some contact here by going up towards the top side? Not going to. It's going to bounce off of Miko. That's still fine for him because Billingape, as long as Billingape doesn't redo what he did with that previous goal swap, if he can at least just shoot it with enough power at goal, he can get a freebie here to take the lead after 6 turns in game 1 and game 2 here. Everyone from Piggy trying to retreat down in case it doesn't go in. It's still somehow saved again. The shot is just so slow, and the bump doesn't come through on Hawk, who's going off the bumper. Now Miko looking to get item. Hawk's just going to shoot it straight. Wall being used though, but is it going to be enough to redirect it in? It's going to be enough. It's going to be 1-0 still here for the Shadows. They had to use an item to get it this time. Instead of just getting a free goal, they have taken money, and that's all that matters. And unfortunately for Piggy here, they don't have a beach ball to use off of kickoff this time. Billingape looking to go straight at the ball as the Piggy are looking to just slow play here. And looking at Shadows to set up here. They're going to use beach ball on kickoff potentially. They're not going to actually. There was an opportunity for Winter at the ball for him to use, and ended up scoring, take a 2-0 lead due to Piggy slow playing. Decided not to take that risk or instead, as they do have the right side instead and have to keep a hold of most items. Okay, looking to just bump Hawk. Winter in front of the ball can get a bump on Adex, but there is the back Hawk bubble here. He'd still pose a threat here for the Shadows. Billingape's looking to go underside of the ball. Now going to look to hit it straight at it. And looking to go slow. It is a better play ready to go slow here in case. Just stop that ball from going in the net. It has still gone through though, past the defensive line. But lucky enough for them, the Piggy and Pink don't have an item to try and capitalize on it and try and put the ball in the net. We've only got a yellow card. Miko's going to use his here anyway, just in case they do know that Piggy have an item. We're going to look to try and bump all of those top bubbles here, as Hawk's going to look to try and hit this ball down. Now looking to get a bump on Billingape. The ball does get hit down anyway. It's towards Winter, but he's too far in front of the ball. Try and get anything on it, but if he wanted to, he could look for an audacious pass. He's not going to go. He's going to look to go for top camp. That's going to be Miko who want to try and get behind the ball here. Try and get a shot away. They're looking to go slow. Hawk's going to also contest with them on that bottom camp. He's going to completely get it for free. However, Miko does have a free goal to score here. But one thing that they don't know is that the Piggy and Pink have yellow card, and they're going to use her. Unfortunately, Miko's free goal is no longer going to be so free. He's going to look to try and potentially pass it here with the other Hawk Bobble. Now looking to try and pinch it. If they were to pinch it, Billingape got an absolutely free save. Looking to pass it with the Adex Bobble, and he does manage to sneak through. Despite the bump attempts here by Billingape, in fact, he ends up getting redirected into the pass. Without the bump, he's missing it. Potentially might still go in anyways off a top ball shot. But it's the equalizing goal. But now can the Shadows take the lead straight back? We have 2 beach balls. We're likely going to use one of them. It's going to be the box kickoff. Bud's box kickoff. Here by the Piggy and Pink. They can't react in time from a front bobble, but Hawk is there to make the save anyway. I'm gonna go straight back out to 8x. So 8x is looking to shoot this straight to the right here, which would be a very risky decision unless they were to be using their boost right now, which they are going to use. Miko tries to react, he doesn't get it, and it still goes straight through all 4 Shadows bubbles. And Piggy is suddenly with a 2-1 lead here in game 2. They no longer have beach ball here as well for Shadows. They can't try again. They can't try and get lucky this time with it. Billion Gape's looking to get a bump on Hawk. Stop him and allow Billion Gape's back bubble to get a shot. Winter's covering in case the ball goes up. The shot comes through, but it is deflected by 8x. There's still the 4 shadow bubbles though around in the area. We're looking to do a pass play with each other. Hawk's looking to try and cut them off. But right now on his current angle, it's going to send the ball straight down. Which Miko's trying to read it, but I think he's currently going to be hitting his ball backwards. He was, but the back winter bubble has stopped it. And end up in a good position to try and do something with it here. Gonna look to try and go for a free open shot. Potential red card usage here. For the Shadows. He's not going to go. He's just going to shoot it slow. 8x going to look and go in and out. His back one still going for it. He does get enough on it to stop it. Hasn't cleared it away from danger, but it is not in the back of his net at least. Hawk looking to get a bump here on Winter, and 8x looking for the same bump. But they're completely leaving the Billion Gate bubble in the back. But 8x comes off the bumper. Just beats Billion Gape to it. Just in the nick of time to get that ball away from danger. Now Hawk looking to sit behind the ball with his back bobblers. Front one looking to get a bump on Miko to stop a potential shot coming through. Winter's going to look for bottom cam. Billion Gape on top. It's going to be Piggy who's going to get this item yet again here. Now Piggy has 2 options it could go for here. They can slow play or they can let 8x shoot it. Looking to potentially let just 8x shoot it here. Red card being used here though by the Shadows. Allowing Billion Gape to get the item, but now going to change your mind. So going to go for a slow play instead. Winter looking to dive upwards. Miko using ramp. I don't think that was the play there. You had things covered in case they were to make a shot attempt. You needed your ramp to try and get a free goal. You're a goal down in this game. They've completely just used it for no reason. Now 8x is looking to get a shot away. It's going to spin. It's going to go off the bumper. And now Miko, after using his ramp for no reason, ends up own goaling it. They're looking to try and go back towards the defensive area. Gets slightly bumped by Hawk into the bot spot. And that's going to be 3-1 for Piggy. The series ends in a split. Both teams with 1 game win. And Piggy with 1 goal differential better.